Welcome everybody. Hi, welcome to this live stream and thank you for being with us. I'm Nicholas Live here with the team leader of a cryptocurrency project trying to help handle payments in crypto in a very unique way. Now, this is Vic with me. It's an honor being with you and speaking to you about the project. We're going to get into some pretty detailed questions covering how the project works and why it is trying to be set up for success and taking over lots of merchants and adoption. One of the main reasons, and we'll cover, is the economy and how it works, giving merchants rewards based on their volume, incentivizing them to stay with this processor and grow with it. It also has a unique approach building smart contracts on the platform and also helping incubate projects. So not only is it trying to aim to get lots of adoption from already existing companies who want to try and take crypto, but helps projects get onto crypto. It's pretty much a gateway, which is very interesting. And Vic, thank you again for being with us. Now, you have lots of experience in startup and in actual project management, which is very, very, very good. Can you tell us a little bit more about your past and how you got into crypto in the first place?
Yes, hi, thank you. Well, just a few words about me. All my life I spent in the IT technologies and software development and project management. And a few years ago, I was introduced to the crypto industry and the blockchain technologies, and it was really exciting to see what is the great impact that blockchain technologies can bring to the world and humanity. So in the recent time, I switched all my focus to the blockchain development and technologies. And this, yes, the MF chain startup is a great opportunity to have to make an impact using this blockchain experience that I gained.
Exactly, because you helped many companies start up and know what's needed for them to be incubated in the first place, right?
Yes, absolutely. So,
and
yeah.
now we will cover lots of very detailed questions about the project. If you guys think we missed any, all the answers will be available for you on the white paper about the project at mfchain.com. And you guys definitely can ask any questions in the Telegram. The group is very active. Now, we're about to begin exploring this very interesting project with lots of questions coming from me as investor in crypto that you guys might want to know. If you're willing to participate in the pre-sale that's going on right now and try to get in early on this project. Now, first of all, your team, where is it based out of, and how many full-time team members do you guys have?
Yes, the team is actually international. There are team members based in the Eastern Europe and some of the core team based in the Ukraine. We have team members in Canada, Singapore, and throughout the world.
Okay, and how many
in terms of the numbers, yes, we are 14 people in the core team, and about 10 of us are focused on the development of the project of the platform.
Yeah, this is a very heavy project, and I'm glad you guys have the proper manpower to actually handle it. And how far into the platform development are you right now?
Yes, we are already started development of the Mainnet concept, as MF chain is actually a blockchain smart contract platform that enables the cryptocurrency adoption in commerce. So our longer term goal is to create an independent public blockchain that would feature multi-programming languages support, running private blockchains, running custom ICOs with a multi-coin support, and many other features. So we are in research and development phase for the mainnet, and we already created a prototype and concept for the point of sale, enabling point of sale to accept cryptocurrencies of any choice by the consumers, which consists from the mobile application and the web application. Mobile application for consumers and web application for the merchants to configure their the cryptocurrencies that they would accept, and how and what to do with the cryptocurrency, to exchange it automatically to cash, or store its a certain percentage of it in the form of the crypto.
Where can somebody find your application right now?
It can be found in our website. There's a link to download the mobile application and try it out.
Okay. There you guys. So you can already see how the prototype works, which is very interesting. Now, right now, since handling cryptocurrency payments is a worldwide issue right now, and there is a couple of people trying to tackle that. What's your biggest company you could be compared to? I'm not saying strictly competition, because competition means that there's something that's very, very similar. You guys have quite a unique approach, which could be so said. It's not very direct competition, right? So what's a good company you guys can compare yourself to that's maybe has a decent sized market cap right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there are some or even many participants or players on the cryptocurrency market that enable accepting cryptocurrencies for the payment processing. But there is a big difference for the MF chain, as we enable a zero fee model for the merchants to process the payments, and we have the reward program for merchants and consumers that enables the cashback of 1% of the total monthly transaction volume.
Okay.
And this is a really difference from the other competitors that are running similar.
Okay. And if you were to not focus on the other aspects of the smart contract platform and the incubator right now, but just focus on the payment processing, which is the core part of this project, which in itself is a very big deal and has a unique model. So the actual economy works by, you guys have a pool which is set aside for rewards, right? For a long time, we have to make sure you guys have the proper traction with merchants and the actual worldwide adoption. And so me as a merchant, I'm very much incentivized to use your platform. And what happens is, if I understand correctly, is that if I process maybe $1 million worth of cryptocurrency payments, that means I will be getting 1% of that back on a monthly basis, which means I'll be getting at least $10,000 worth of this reward token from this reward pool, correct?
Yes, in the form of the token, MFX token, and yes, we have created a big pool for this for the first time, and then the reward will be increased in value as the MF chain acceptance grows.
Okay. Now, on the other side of the solution is handling the customer acquisition, right? Not just the merchants. So, is that something you guys have plans for right now, or is going to be looked into once you guys have the actual platform and all the development done?
We're already testing this solution with one of the merchants and merchants network in the world, and we are hoping that after this test we can onboard more and more consumers.
Speaking of these merchants, do you guys have any notable partnerships that have developed so far, or are those going to be revealed later?
We are developing partnership with some services like Shapeshift to enable atomic swaps of the cryptocurrencies without the need to go for external exchanges.
Okay. That's pretty cool. And the whole overall system of the quote-unquote inflation, the circulating supply is very unique, because most companies have a fixed inflation that changes the circulating supply. Now, I don't want to call it inflation because you guys have a fixed number of tokens, so there's a rewards pool, but the supply that's actually available in the market, the circulating supply, gets inflated by this amount that actually rewards the merchants. but it's a very controlled ecosystem because it's only based off of the volume that's done, which means you guys can never overinflate the market because lots of volume means you guys are already doing very, very well. So it's really hard to inflate, and it's just a unique quote unquote proof of stake, more like proof of volume type of approach, which I just like that. A unique twist to this whole solution, which might actually take off and go worldwide, right?
Yes, absolutely.
What is the first location? Are you guys limiting yourselves to specific geographic locations you're targeting first? Do you have any plans around that?
No, sorry, can you repeat this?
Is there any specific geographic locations you guys are targeting right now for merchants?
Actually, it's a global solution, and it depends on our testing how it goes, and we will decide where to launch. Yeah.
Okay, so that's something we developed after the actual product release. Okay, and how does the masternode system work? Because I wasn't able to quite understand how the actual system incorporates with this rewards pool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the masternodes will fuel the blockchain that we create, and they will run a form of the consensus protocol based on the proof of stake, and just to keep the energy consumption low and reduce the load on our planet.
Of course.
Yes, of course, and it will be incentivized to run the masternodes in the form of MFX tokens as well.
Okay. And right now, what's the blockchain you're on right now, and how will the transition happen on your own blockchain?
We are currently building the prototype solution on the existing blockchains, and when we build our MF blockchain, MF mainnet, and make it a publicly available blockchain, we will switch to it and will support the multi-currencies.
Awesome. Now, the actual pre-sale is happening right now, which will end in 15 days from now on June 15th.
Yes, we recently extended.
And the actual ICO, for you guys that are interested, is from the 25th of June to the 25th of July, right?
Correct.
Is there any information I'm missing that you want to cover?
Yes, I think it's basically it. So the recent news is that we are extending the partnership, and actually it was the reason why the pre-sale phase was a little bit extended, because the new partners need a little bit more time for the due diligence to explore about the project in more details. And I hope this partnership will really introduce great opportunities for the platform and for achieving our goals.
Okay, and how will the government compliance be done with the verified digital identity in the project?
Yeah, we have some goals to enable this feature of identity verification to comply with the governance and any regulations. But this is yet on the roadmap, and we are going to research and develop on this field as well.
Okay. And where do you see the project being in 2019, maybe like a year or so from now?
Sorry, can you repeat this?
Where do you see the project being 1 year from now, once you guys get all the funds raised for this development?
Yes, I think in 1 year we should have already the mainnet blockchain running with certain core features, and with a goal to reach all our goals later.
Awesome.
So at least it's going to be a smart contract platform and ICO platform that would enable businesses to run their own ICOs on top of these platforms and accepting multi-currencies.
And how much money are you trying to raise total right now? What's your hard cap?
The hard cap is 33,000 Ethers. or 17 million USDs.
Okay, around 70 million USD. Okay, so that means you guys will be around this range, when you guys hit the market. And looking at how big of a problem this is in the world, this does give you guys lots of room for growth, because this is not $1 million industry. It's not $1 billion industry. This is essentially $1 trillion industry. But sure, it may be maybe it's even in the billions right now, but you guys have planned, it definitely does leave a lot of room for growth, and the way you guys approach things is quite unique, I gotta say.
Yes, thank you.
And if you guys have any more questions about the approach, how the actual payment processing will be handled, you can definitely go ahead and ask any questions in the Telegram, where most of our team members are very, very active. And I do want to thank you so much, Vic, for coming with me on this live stream, so people can see us interact real time, just talk about the project. Make sure you guys do check out also the mfchain.com website. There's also the white paper for all the detailed information for you guys who definitely want to dig even more deeper than this interview. And if you made it this far, that means you are really our cryptocurrency enthusiasts. And thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Nicholas.
It was a pleasure talking to you, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen once you guys finish the ICO and gets the stuff really, really rolling, that merchant adoption happening, and all these payments start being processed.
Cool. Thank you.
See you guys.